Hi, beautiful Aries. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Aries, this is your reading for the month of October of 2022. We're going to get all the cards on the table and see what's going on for you for the month of October. Wow. 3 cards at once. No place like home. 50. So that can be overcoming hardship, overcoming conflict, overcoming drama, overcoming things. That we've come full circle in, so there's no more hardship. TikTok, are you starting your own TikTok account? Or is that to do with timing and time to go? Is rather timing than TikTok? I'm just kidding. 30, so that's a 50 and 30, so that's a celebration. This is going to be an interesting read. I can sense it already. And we want to clarify what these cards are doing here for Aries for the month of October, please. Aries. First card out. Queen of Gabriel. You really have matured. You have started to come into your wisdom. Maybe even starting to respect yourself, love yourself, which is a huge one. Aries, October. I also want to say that I've started to do personal readings. So if you're interested in a personal reading, read about it in the description. Send me a message. There you go. Another Gabriel. So there's something around your inner child as well. The healing of the inner child. Knight of Gabriel. So that's new energy entering into your life. And we're just going to get some messages from the angels. Yes, we are. Omega. Wow. Akasha and Omega. Wow, that's almost like Alpha and Omega, but it's the Akashic Records, which feels almost bigger. Akashic Records and Omega. So we're saving that for last. That's so interesting. Look at how powerful that is. That's just going into the depth of literally the blueprint to why you even came to this earth this time around. And Omega is all about victory. Wow. Okay. No place like home. So this is, and because we see TikTok and time to go, and that you have come into your own, there's new energy entering in here. So this is very much about finding that place within. That can literally mean as a consequence that you find the house, the home, the place, the country, the state, the community that you want to be in. But that's just physical stuff around. In the outer realms, that's going to be a result of you starting to feel like you belong within. The healing of the inner child we have there. So there's a transformation, there's a healing, there's a coming home within oneself that is going on here. And like I said, 50 is all about overcoming. If there's been a belief system that has just been running in your unconscious mind, there's a belief system that just sort of makes it really hard for you to sort of find your inner self, find that inner home, feel like you belong, feel like you're a part of something greater. To overcome that and to have come full circle in that is just huge. And you might be in the midst of this, which probably leads then to a lot of existential questions. Why am I here? What am I doing here? What is my purpose? All of these deeper questions. But this is finding that inner peace, finding home in the inner planes, which is really, really beautiful. TikTok. Okay. So sometimes it's interesting. Sometimes it looks like the time is coming, and sometimes it looks like it's going. And this time it looks like you should release it. It's not, but I see them as a gazillion butterflies. It's just actually, if we look really closely, it's numbers, and it's just not butterflies, but it looks like a bunch of butterflies here. And there's a big transformation going on in your life right now. Big transformation on the inner planes. You probably sense this. That can lead to a lot of tiredness, fatigueness. You feel like you want to sleep all the time, even though you haven't done anything. It's oh, I just want to go to sleep again. is because there's so much going on in your body, in your physical body. There's like an extent, it's sort of, it expands the body, it stretches the body, and it can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming. And then for some whatever reason, Aries, you seem to have put some time frame on this. So you probably are quite aware that this transformation is going on, and you're aware that you are finding more and more depth, finding more and more, you just feel more and more at home or at ease within yourself, which again can lead to like just all of a sudden become more comfortable in your own home, seeing your own home in a new light, or it just leads to a really big calling to move somewhere. You just all of a sudden, it may feel like out of the blue, you just feel a calling to move somewhere and to really go through with that move, because that's going to be so beautiful on the other end of that. It's going to bring just so much beauty. And excuse me, maybe this is becoming a little bit stressful, and to just understand that it has no timeline. There's no stress. There's no time that we need to fulfill this within. You know, personal transformation, you cannot set a time frame for that. It's just, it takes however long it takes. And to find that beautiful home, find that beautiful house, you know, it takes however long it takes. So just release as much as you can. It takes the time it takes for you to get into alignment with it. That's the truth of it. But there seems to be like a little bit of a impatient feel here. So if you can just release the timeline that this transformation is going on until I'm ready, until I'm done. And we have time to go, which is all about, so we have 45 there, it adds up to number 9, but 4 is the heart matter, and 5 there again, overcoming things and having a great opportunity for change here. So something has come to an end here. You're ending certain, that can be a relationship, that can be a friendship, that can be several friendships. I was going to say several romantic partnerships. I'm not judging. So whoever you're interested in, whoever you're in partnership with, it can be work related. It can be things you've done, like a regime that you've had, like a thing you've been doing in your life has sort of come to its peak. There's nothing more to exchange here. It just has run its course, and it's time to go. It's time to leave. The longer you stick around in whatever you feel like this is done, and you probably know immediately what I'm talking about. Like that person that comes to mind immediately, like this relationship has run its course. And then there's a person jumping up in your mind. That is the relationship that I'm talking about. Or if there's a work-related situation, like you've done something for work and you're just so much more than the job that you have, or you're so much more than the particular situation at that job at this moment in time that you have, or like whatever that is. Something has run its course, and the longer you stick around in it, the more the longer it's going to take for you to find that inner peace or that inner home. So there's something related that the more at home you feel within yourself, the more like authentic you become, the more real you become, which means that whatever doesn't fit that anymore is going to slowly but surely make its transition out of your life. And whether it's someone cutting the cords with you, or it's you feeling like you need to cut the cords with them, it doesn't really matter. If you just understand, I have to say, I just had this conversation with a friend of mine just the other day, and she was a little bit upset that this friend of hers, that she didn't take more contact, that she didn't, show up for one of her very, very special occasions in her life. I'm not going to go into detailing for the privacy of these people. So she was disappointed, and I was like, well, how much like best friends are you really today? It's like, not at all. Like it just, I don't really know when it started. And then, we looked into it, and I was like, do you remember like when we first met and like where she was today? Like what a different person she is today, how much she has like climbed vibrationally and become just a brighter and lighter person just by the minute. And certain people, it doesn't matter if they've been long-term friends, or even like romantic partnerships, even family members. And I know that's a tough one. But like having people in your life that just doesn't fit the vibration anymore. And we might feel even abandoned by them, like she did. She was like, well, she could have called, or she could have like just acted in a different way. I was like, just imagine her, and like she's been friends with you for as long as you've been friends with her, and she's probably having a hard time to let you go, and she might not even understand what the heck is going on. She just feels like she's not inspired to call you anymore, and like, what's going on? She probably misses you a lot, but then there's no inspiration to really go for one another still anyway. And it's quite tough to break up those relationships, at the very beginning anyway. And if we make it sort of wrong, we make them act wrong or whatever, it's like, yeah, then it's going to be tougher still. But if we understand that there is a coming and a going of relationships always, and sometimes they last, for a couple of weeks, for a couple of months, and sometimes they last seemingly forever. And if we allow for the vibration to talk rather than thinking that they've done something wrong, like just feel like, do you feel inspired to call her? No, I don't really. No, I don't. Do you feel inspired to like bring, no, I even forgot. At some point she was like, I even forgot. I forgot to call her. I was like, that is vibration talking. And you forgetting to call her, that doesn't make you a mean person. And she's probably doing the same on her end. And so don't make her the villain for sort of vibrating herself out of your life. Good for her to sort of not follow up with like my friend, like she would. Well, I would call anyway, because that's what you do. You do it out of like, well, that's sort of not what you do. So you should call anyway because there's no inspiration there, because you don't feel any sort of connection with her anymore, but you should call because of what? So I know this is a little bit of a tough one, and like I said, especially if it's family members, it's like it's a tricky one. But if we just trust, we trust that the inner being has our back, and that we trust that the universe is a friendly place, and to learn to when to let go. There's so much beauty on the other end of that. And you seem to have started to come into this. We have the Queen of Gabriel there, which is you. The Queen for me is all about coming into your maturity, like maturing into your wisdom, if you will, becoming wiser, becoming this, becoming is really what it is all about. You're becoming. You've asked for more and asked for more and asked for more, and you're stepping into this energy, and then you ask for more and you ask for more, and you just expand and you expand. You're becoming, and you're broadening your consciousness, and you're broadening your awakening. It's just a constant evolution there. It's just really beautiful. And with the Knight of Gabriel, which is talking about like a quick moving energy, there's a new energy entering into your life as we speak. And both of them talks about that inner child. Gabriel is all about the children, and also all about creativity, like helping you if there's new ideas that comes to mind, new things you want to do, new passion, like I thought of something. I thought of this thing that I want to do. Then just really follow that, because those are the angels talking to you, specifically Gabriel. And if you feel a little bit like you have a new idea, or like brilliant new, like almost feels genius when it comes to Aries, like I'm going to do this. And then the second day comes and it's like, or should I? Ask Gabriel. Reach out to Gabriel and ask Gabriel for help. Can you please help me in this creative endeavor right now? Please. Quick moving energy coming in, new energy, new messages. That can be a new message coming in. That can be a new person. It can be a new person. I haven't really felt that. I mean, it's a very broad reading for the whole month of October. So it's like very, very general. So when I say new energy, it can be that you generally feel just new. You feel elated. Is that even a word? Okay, I just have to trust what comes. I was like, evaluate? No. I think I'm hearing elated. I'm sorry if I'm using that wrong. I get the feeling of like you feel more like vitality, you get more energized just by, you know, you're not going to be that fatigue anymore. Like you're coming into your own, you're becoming. And when you're becoming, you're not sort of under par all the time. You're not sort of trying to get up to the energy where you have already gone. So the physical body is more in alignment, which means that you don't feel that tired anymore. You'd rather feel like you have more energy in your life. A new energy can be a new invitation to something, new opportunities. That can be a new relationship. It can be new work opportunities. It can be literally anything. But just know that there's new energy coming in, entering into this month for you in October. And then we have this beauty. I mean, so we're starting with the Akashic Records, Akasha. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts, their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. And I feel like that is just, I see a lot of fire here, like a lot of fire, like fiery elements coming in. And the Akashic Records there for me is just all about like, the more you come home to you, the more you step into your own truth and your own wisdom and your own mature, like you're maturing into becoming, the more you are becoming the fuller version, the truer version, the more authentic and full potential of yourself, the more you are stepping into the blueprint of what you came into this earth with. You came into this earth with a certain frequency, a unique frequency that is attached to this blueprint, this sort of record contract, what you decided mainly, generally what you were about this time around, and even who to meet and what to do. And it's like you're starting to even remember these things right now. And as you do, and you become more and more wise and you become more and more like closer with your heart, you're going to be such a teacher for others to do the same. So just being around you is probably going to awaken other people to their truth. Sometimes it's through talking, sometimes it's just by showing up, sometimes it's something you feel called to do, like a lecture or a workshop or even writing a book. And then we have Omega on the other end of that, the unicorn, the uniqueness of you. Victory, your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. This is, again, I feel like this is you coming into your uniqueness, your unique frequency, the unicorn, one of a kind. And we're all one of a kind. That's what makes us special, that we're all one of a kind. But it's like you're coming into your unique frequency. You're not playing anyone else's game. You're not playing in anyone else's arena. You're not inviting them. You're not inviting you to them. It's like you're just becoming as authentic as one can be. And in that, you'll find victory. In that, you'll find abundance. In that, you'll find prosperity. It was the only place you could really create what you wanted to create anyway, like in the first place. And having these next to each other almost feels like a power couple, the Akasha and Omega. Okay, guys, that's actually what I have for you today. Felt a little bit quick here, but I have to trust the message. So, happy October month. Again, if you want a personal reading, please read about it in the description box. If you like this video now, please give it a thumbs up and consider to subscribe. It doesn't cost you a penny, but it really helps me a lot. So please consider doing that. Other than that, happy October month. See you guys.